thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now.
What's up guys and welcome to FPL Today. I'm the man in the know JNO and welcome to my team for Game Week 14 points and performance, where we go over how I did in Game Week 13, look at the underlying stats and then try and figure out what we're going to do going into Game Week 14. But before we get into the video, here is a quick video from the sponsors of this channel, Fantasy Football Fix, where all of our stats come from. Use artificial intelligence and Optastats to build your new squad for the new season. Analyse the highest owned players and most popular starting squad currently entered into the FPL. Upload your squad at fantasyfootballfix.com now to improve your FPL performance. Click the link below or head over to fantasyfootballfix.com to get started. So let's get straight into the video, and first off, apologies if this is quick and apologies if I sound out of breath. I am ill. I have just got my voice back, so hopefully it doesn't go during recording of this video. But let's bring up my team and how we did in Game Week 13. By the way, if you hear the kids in the background, I'm literally trying to record this before work because that's how ill I was on Monday, and they're currently outside getting ready with the wife. But we bring up the team and we can see that we had some good performances from players like Nick Pope, Sionchu, Kevin De Bruyne, Sadio Mane and Jamie Vardy. Unfortunately for me, I didn't put the captaincy armband on Jamie Vardy, who was my star player of the week. I put it on Mane. That looked like a decent decision at one point during the game week, but unfortunately Vardy did what he usually does and comes up with the returns late on into the fixture. Disappointing performances from the likes of Raheem Sterling, of course, Rico getting 0 points and Lundstrom at one point looking like he could get a clean sheet and an assist. Those are points that seemingly are lost. However, the big loss for me was because I was ill, I actually slept through the Saturday deadline and didn't do the transfers I was considering doing. The main one being Heung Min Son in for Raheem Sterling, which would have seen a goal and assist added to my tally, which could have had an even bigger impact on my game week and overall rank. But I am finally in the top 1 million players on an overall rank of 848,648, with a game week rank just over a million, now on 702 points after getting 64 points this game week. So at least the trend is still on the way up. As far as the bench goes, we can see that there wasn't really any points on my bench. There is an issue with Connolly and Hudson-Odoi both having injuries, so it does look like we will have to make moves, and hopefully I'm not too sick to make those changes before the Game Week 14 deadline. But that is the risk you run when you try and play your transfers nearer to the deadline. If stuff comes up, you can fall foul to that. But while it is disappointing I didn't bring Heung Min Son in, at least I know that the idea I had would have been a good idea. Kind of gives me a bit more confidence with the moves I'm making forward, and we are considering some big and potentially risky moves. If we have a look at the underlying stats, first off I just want to give a quick shout out to John Lundstrom, 4.9 million. He was 4 million at the start of the game, midfielder, put in the game as a defender. He got 3 points from 1 assist. He was on for a clean sheet, and then Manchester United had a great comeback. And then, of course, Sheffield United put a stop to that comeback with a late equaliser to make it 3-3 in total. But at one point, Sheffield United were winning 2-0, and this guy had an assist as well. Lundstrom just has that attacking threat in a side that, apart from that game, do look decent defensively. He just seems like he's now going to be a mainstay in my defence for the rest of the season, unless something drastically changes. We can see that he also had 4 shots, 1 from inside the box, 2 of those shots on target and 1 big chance, so it could have been even better returns despite the fact he's a defender that conceded 3 goals. Then a shout out to the Leicester boys, Jamie Vardy at 9.7 million, Harvey Barnes at 5.9. Harvey Barnes isn't necessarily one I want to be talking about, but we'll start off with Jamie Vardy. 12 points, 1 goal, 1 assist, 6 shots on goal, all from inside the box. 4 on target, 3 big chances, of which he only scored 1, and chances created, he had 1 chance created, which was a shot on target. Now, Jamie Vardy actually underperformed his expected goals, which is unusual for him, so it's nice to see a change in that. But Jamie Vardy has pretty much been on fire, and if you don't have him in your side, I really do think you should consider bringing him in, because Leicester City do have a nice run of fixtures, and Jamie Vardy was scoring even before the nice run of fixtures came in. As for Harvey Barnes, 5.9 million. I brought him in just for a small period of time. He was always meant to be a transfer that wasn't in for too long. However, I have been priced out of some of the easier moves for Harvey Barnes. We'll have to save some money elsewhere. But in this performance, although he didn't get a goal or assist, he did have 4 shots on goal, 3 from inside the box and 1 shot on target, with 2 chances created, 1 of which was a shot on target. Harvey Barnes actually looked pretty good down that left with Ben Chilwell in the game for Leicester City against Brighton Hove Albion. And there's slight doubts about getting rid of Harvey Barnes now. He is a player I like, and he is one of those differentials, but I just think midfield-wise there's too many good options that I should be moving towards, especially for this Christmas period. And then to 2 other point scorers, Sadio Mane, 12.2 million. He got 9 points for me. He was my captain. That was doubled to 18. 1 goal from 3 shots, 2 inside the box, 1 shot on target. Was disappointed with him not putting away a slide-through ball by Jordan Henderson to him, which would have seen 2 goals and would have made him the correct captaincy call. He also created 2 chances, 1 of which was a shot on target. But Mane does look a focal point for that Liverpool side. If Salah is there, if Salah isn't there, I'm still quite comfortable with having Sadio Mane as my Liverpool coverage. I was all for the triple up on Liverpool, and I know a lot of other people are doing that. To be honest, I've just got a feeling that potentially that's not the best move for my side overall. They are winning games, they are scoring goals, but they're not, as of yet, scoring lots of goals, which means I don't necessarily feel like I have to triple up on Liverpool just yet. As for Kevin De Bruyne, 10.2 million, he had a good international break and has carried that on into the Premier League with 7 points from 1 goal. He had 3 shots, 1 from inside the box, 1 shot on target. He also created 3 chances, 1 of those being a shot on target. Again, Man City not really being the dominant Man City that we're used to. I did talk about how I feel like the likes of Fernandinho in that number 6 role in midfield, that kind of holding midfielder role, is vitally important for most good Premier League sides to have someone in that role. Liverpool have it in Fabinho, Chelsea and N'Golo Kante if they actually used him there, and Leicester City with Ndidi. I feel like Fernandinho being brought back into defence while he's doing a good job is unsettling that side just slightly, which is why I feel more comfortable getting rid of the likes of Raheem Sterling, because he doesn't seem as involved as he usually would be in that Man City attack. So De Bruyne is the one that I'm keen to keep, and is showing that with his performances, although of course Raheem Sterling did get that goal ruled off for offside, which caused a lot of fuss in the community. But you know what, VAR seems to be here to stay, so we're just going to have to learn to love it. So how is my team lining up for Game Week 14? At the moment we have Nick Pope in goal against Crystal Palace at home, Lundstram against Wolves away, Everton for Sionchu at home. That's the same as Barnes and Vardy. We've got Trent and Sadio Mane against Brighton Hove Albion at home. Tomori against West Ham at home. De Bruyne and Sterling currently with Newcastle away. And Tammy Abraham the same as Tomori with West Ham at home. Those look like decent fixtures for my players. Vardy has the captaincy for now. Mane with the vice captaincy. Sterling is probably still going to change despite the fact it is Newcastle for Man City, just so I can start getting the side I want for the Christmas period. And then we do have issues on the bench, which I already spoke about. As you can see, we've got Connolly and Hudson-Odoi, both with injury concerns. Hudson-Odoi doesn't seem to be a starter for Chelsea, and Connolly with Liverpool away. Rico seemingly the only person on the bench that is likely to play, and he has Tottenham away. So we do want to make some transfers off of the bench as well. So if we do downgrade Sterling to someone, then potentially we can change Connolly or Hudson-Odoi to a player that is more likely to benefit me in the up and coming game weeks. If you do want to know more about the transfers I am going to make, if I'm not too ill and sleep through the deadline, then do make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell so you know when my Game Week 14 preview video comes up, where we go into more details about the transfers I'm considering. Also, hopefully this week we will be doing another video with my Christmas punts, where hopefully I can pick out some players that will do well over the Christmas period for you guys. And then I'm also hoping to do a series around which Leicester City and which Chelsea players to have, seeming as they are the teams with the most value in them at the moment. With that being said, this is the end of the video, so thank you so much for tuning in to this video today. Again, if you have enjoyed it, do all the good stuff you can do on YouTube, like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out the links in the description down below as well, and make sure to tune in to the FPL Wildcats tonight if I do get this video out on Tuesday, as we should have a bit of a special announcement for you all, so make sure to tune in there. And let me know in the comments down below how your Game Week 13 went. Hopefully we're all seeing a rise in rank and seeing plenty of green arrows. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.